Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His Son, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahawashi, Bahashem Akahakudash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. GMS stop and listen. As you can see on this picture screen, those are 6 wash pots. Okay, these wash pots are back in the ancient world. We would use these wash pots to like wash up, wash our hands, wash our feet, or whatnot. And I have these up here because, like I said, I like to do lessons on what I'm reading, right? And now I was going over different miracles of Yahawashi, because you got certain camps, they don't believe Yahawashi done these miracles. But when you read in John, they're known as signs. The miracles that Yahawashi did are known as signs when you read in the book of John. You can see in John, they're known as signs. You can read in the 4th chapter, around 46. You can read in the 5th chapter in the beginning, the 6th chapter in the beginning. I think around 6:15, the 9th chapter in the beginning, and the 11th chapter. Lord willing, I could do one on the sign that he did in the 11th chapter also. Lord willing, which they signified his glory, man. So I want to start right here in John, the 2nd chapter, first verse, which was the first miracle that Yahawashi did. Okay. Now I'm gonna read this scripture, and then I'm gonna go back. It says, "This is the beginning of miracles." So this is a scripture after what he done. So it lets you know that was the first miracle. It says the beginning of miracles. Okay, I'm gonna go into that word miracle. Greek word semeion, a sign, a mark, a token that by which a person or a thing is distinguished from others and is known. Yahawashi was distinguished from others. A prodigy. Was he not a prodigy? Yes, he was. Remarkable events of miracles, of wonders. Some are known as wonders. Okay. It says, these are the beginning of miracles. This is the beginning of miracles. Did Yahawashi in Cana of Galilee, and manifest forth for his glory. Okay. It will manifest forth for his glory and to show his deity. And his disciples believed on him. So his disciples, the pupils believed on him. So that's a key word, to believe, man. I think that's the camp one. They down there in Dallas, one something, one love. I don't know, it's something where they camp leader. They don't believe in these miracles. So they're really not believers, okay? Piss yo. To think, to be true, to be persuaded of, to credit. So you don't give credit to Yahawashi for the miracles, because you don't think them to be true. So he's not a believer. He's a non-believer, okay? He will be the same ones when the Lord come. They're going to be screaming, Lord, Lord. I prophesy in that name. He's going to say, hey, get away from me. I don't know you. Okay? Because your unbelief, man. True disciples are going to believe in these words, man. Okay? Now let's go back and read the miracle. John 2:1. And the 3rd day, that was a marriage in Cana of Galilee, and the mother of Yahawashi was there. Okay, on the 3rd day, which it took about 3 days for them to get from where John was baptizing, because it is following their baptism to where they were going. This is about 3 days, okay? It says, and both Yahawashi was called and his disciples to the marriage. So they were invited to a wedding, okay? And that's why, and you have also certain men who are known as the elect, who were chosen from the foundations of the world. They're invited to a marriage too. Okay? They have invitations to come to a marriage. It says, and when they wanted wine, the mother of Yahawashi said unto him, they have no wine. Okay? Now, for a wedding procession to run out of wine, that would be very humiliating to the groom and the bride. Okay? But Yahawashi's mother, basically is like, hey, what are you gonna do? She knew he could do a miracle. But basically, this is what he said. Yahawashi said unto her, woman, what have I to do with thee? Like, man, what are you doing? Mine hour is not yet come. So he was telling her, his hour is not yet come for him to what? To show the working of his miracles. And to be declared as what? The Messiah. That time hadn't came yet. It says, his mother said unto the servants, whatsoever he said unto you, do. So it was like, damn, she just gonna keep pushing on and shit. She gonna keep pushing on, Guess I'll go ahead and do it. And there were set there 6 washpots of stone after the manner of purifying of the Jews, containing 2 or 3 firkins apiece. Okay. Firkins. Let me look up firkins. Firkins is metratis. Metratis. A firkin is a measure or a name of a utensil known as a amphoria, which is a species of measure used for liquids containing somewhat 9 English gallons, about 40 liters. Okay. So it said contained 2 or 3 firkins apiece, but there was 6 washpots, man. Okay. Now these washpots were somewhere around holding water. It's a jar holding water, a water jar that is for family supply, wash pot. These wash pots were they would hold anywhere from 100 to 180 gallons of water. These were big wash pots. Now on this picture, if you probably could see them in person, that would be real. No, they would hold salaki. A wash pot would hold anywhere from 20 to 30 gallons of water. That's what you see right there, salaki. Now I'm saying if it was 6, say if there was 30 gallons, that would be times 6, 180 gallons. Okay, of water right there. So they brought a lot of water, man. It says of stone and the manner of purifying of the Jews, because the Jews used to what? Back then, they always washed their hands a lot. They washed their bodies. That's why they needed these big wash pots with a lot of water. Because like back then, they wore sandals, they walked, they journeyed, they walked, their feet got dusty. When no sidewalks or paved roads with dirt. So they get dusty. So when they come into someone's home or their home or whatever, or visiting, they would wash their feet. They would wash before meals, in between meals, they would wash after. Okay, so they needed a lot of water. That's why it was 6 wash pots, you see in the scriptures. Okay. And Yahawashi said unto them, fill the water pots with water, and they filled them up to the brim. They filled them all the way up. And he said unto them, draw out now and bear unto the governor of the feast. Right? So it says, give to the governor of the feast, the superintendent of the dining room, a table master, which is he's like the head waiter, basically. Well, nowadays he would be like the head waiter. Basically, bear him some, meaning what? Give him some, bear unto the governor of the feast. So, give him some, basically let him try it out. And it says, when the ruler of the feast tasted the water, that it was made wine, and he knew not whence it was, but the servants which drew the water knew, the governor of the feast called the bridegroom, right? And he said unto him, every man at the beginning doth set forth good wine. But and that's what we do. Even now, that's what we do, man. We have a little get together. Jake might have the high end. You might have your Cavassiers, your high end Chevys, your Scotches. Jake like drinking the Hennessy's. Now they into those Cirocs, those high end tequilas. And then once all that's gone, ain't nothing left. You feeling good. Then see, that's when Jake will slip that Gore's gin on you. You slip that E&J in on you. That'll take you on out. They serve you what we call that low end. That headache liquor. Or you'll drink a good German wine, and you'll end up with a Thunderbird at the end. And it says, and when the men had well drunk, then that which was worse, but thou hast kept the good wine until now. So he was like, man, you serving the best wine for last, because that was like a normal thing. You serve the good wine first and the worst wine last. And Jake and them do that today. 2019, you go to a party, you'll have, matter of fact, Jake do this. They'll put the mediocre out there, and then they'll have the good wine in the next room, and they little special homeboys or whatever, or that special girl, y'all slip to the back and you'll drink out of the good wine. So he was like, man, you say the good wine for last. And it says, this is the beginning of miracles, the Yahawashi in Cana of Galilee, and manifest forth, right, his glory. This was the first miracle that he done. And his disciples believed on him. They believed when they saw the miracles, man. So for you to say Yahawashi didn't do no miracles, you're a non-believer. This is the first miracle, turning water into wine, man. Okay? The scriptures are true. Let me get this scripture to end with. I think it's John 7. Is it John 7 and 38? He that believeth on me, as the scripture hath said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. So if you don't believe in the miracles that Yahawashi did, or he did miracles, you're stagnant water, man. You're not that flowing water. So there's no truth in you. You are known as a non-believer. As the scripture has said, believeth on him as the scripture has said. And the scriptures speaks of miracles, man. All out through. In John, they would call signs. Like I gave you the scriptures on the basic books on what the chapters or where he did those signs at, man. It's all about belief, man. And that's your faith, man. Believing. Okay. you lack faith if you don't believe in these scriptures, man. And with that, I just hope this short lesson was edifying. All praise, honor, and glory be to the Heavenly Father and the Son, Yahweh, Ahashem Yahawashi, Ahashem Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, GMS who rule well. Peace and blessings to hope for elect. GMS stop and listen. GMS Arkansas. I hope it was edifying. Till the next time, Shalom.